You did the first one then, Mariah. I think that's why. You did A. I wanted you to do 2. Okay. So, number 3. Now we're recording. So number 3, what we're going to do is do the slope of 2 and passes through 0.32. Notice I need 2 things to make the y equals mx plus b. I need a m and I need a b. So my m in this case is my slope, which is 2. Boom, I got it. My b, though, there's nothing that tells me the y-intercept. Because there's nothing that tells me the y-intercept, I'm going to have to find the y-intercept. So how are we going to find the y-intercept? I only know one equation that involves b. And that one equation equals y equals mx plus b. That's the only equation I know that involves b. Well, I'm looking for b here. I have an m, that's good. So I need a y and an x. But lucky for me, I have a coordinate point right here that I know the line passes through. So I have a x and a y. In this case, x equals 3, y equals 2. Because I have everybody but b, I can use algebra to solve b. So I'm going to plug in the numbers I have. 2 equals 2. That 2 is from the slope times 3. This 3 is from this x over here plus b. From here, I'm doing a 2-step equation. Multiply the numbers, then subtract it to the other side. So 2 times 3, that gives me 6. Subtract 6 on both sides. And we're going to get -4 equals b. I got -4 equals b, so now I can write here -4. So now I have an m. Now I have a b. I have to get my final equation, which is y equals 2x is a -4, so I'm going to write -4, okay? So the key here is I have to find b, then plug it in. That's the tough part in this one. Does anyone have any questions?
Is this review for the test?
Yeah, Sheva.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't new.
This is not new. We did this before Sukkot, but I don't think we reviewed it on Monday. So I want to make sure to get time for that.
And is this worksheet on Google Classroom?
All these worksheets are in Google Classroom. This one is particularly.
Oh, it's the review that you posted, yeah?
Yeah. This is the topics one. I couldn't find a worksheet that had these type of problems, so I had to add it myself, essentially.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
No problem. Okay. I'll keep this one up. I want everyone to try number 4. Remember, you do not have a y-intercept, so you're going to be forced to try to find the y-intercept.
Wait, can you scroll up for 1 second?
Like here?
Like to the other problem for a second.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah. So number 4, the slope is -4. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. There we go. The slope is -4, and it passes through 5, 1. So everyone should be trying number 4 right now. See if you got the concept of this. Remember, following these steps, you're going to plug in everything but b to find b.
Is that a -4? I can't see.
Yeah, that is a -4. Alyssa, so you need this part or no?
I just need number 2.
Yeah, okay, I'll just keep it there. There you go. Yeah, that is -4 for the slope.
Oh wait, I'm joking. I just need number 3.
Number 4. We're doing number 4. Yeah, here's number 3.
I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry.
That's fine. So you're doing the right process, though. I'll tell you that.
Wait, what do you want us to send to you? What b equals, or like the whole problem?
The whole equation. So y equals blank x plus blank. Ella, great job. Good job. So Mariah, you found b, which is good. Now you got to make it into that equation. Y equals mx plus b, but you're plugging in m and you're plugging in b. So it should be the easiest part of the, this is like the final part, so it should be nice. You already did the hard part, which is find b, Mariah. Carmela, check your addition. You remember there's a 1 on the other side, so you got to bring over a 20, right? So what should it be together? There you go, Carmela. That's fine, Carmela. Alyssa, you made a small error. What's 4 times 5, Alyssa?
Wait, why would I be doing 4 times 5? Oh, I did 4 times 3.
That's why I figured, yeah. It's 4 times 5.
Oh, wait.
Is
Yeah.
that it?
Made it so far. And I just realized now that the 4 is negative. Could I just like, could you
Just give me
pretend-
the, if it was positive, then sure.
Okay, thanks.
Like,
that it?
but on the test, please make sure it's negative, okay? Mariah, that is true, 1 equals 1, but I don't know what does that have to do with the question. Nahum. No, your M, Nahum, is just whatever I gave you in this case. So it should be Y.
Oh, okay. So it's
Alyssa Butron, you got it now. Good job. Nahum, there you go. Excellent. Just remember, Nahum, it's Y equals, not 1 equals, okay? Like the Y becomes a
gotcha.
variable.
Sorry.
Sheva, if it was a +4, that would be correct. Good. Haley, remember there's a 1 on the other side when you add to both sides. So then 20 plus 1 should be not 20, but there you go, Haley. So let me just do this so you can check this in the recording later. So here we are plugging in all our points. So we're gonna try to find B. All of you got B pretty much. 1 equals -20 plus B plus 20 on both sides. You get 21 equals B, which is nice. Now the key thing here though is we gotta plug it into the M. M equals -4. To get the full credit, guys, you have to plug it in at the end. B equals 21. I'm asking for the equation of the formula, so you have to give me the equation of the formula. So while B is the hard part, the last part is to just put it in. So you gotta make sure you write your final equation up, where Y and X are variables. So that's what you're doing after you find B. You're making it into the equation where Y and X is variables. The reason we make Y and X the variables is because this is an equation to find any X or any Y. And we could plug in X here or Y here. Same thing. This is the equation we would use to graph it. We wanted to look for that, okay? I'm going to turn to the next page. So if you're still copying, let's take a picture of it real quick. What time we got? Okay, we got time. And the next type of question is the hardest version because you got to find, there's a lot of parts to it, but there are parts you should be familiar with. Just tell me if you need me to go back. So we're given 2 points in this one. So the 2 points here, well, it's nice to have 2 points, by the way. It's nice to have 2 points. Remember, we need 2 things to make the equation. M, which we don't know right now, and B, which we don't know right now. So we need M and we need B. Now my issue is, in algebra, if you have one equation, you only can solve for one variable. And Y equals mx plus B is one equation. So we can't use that to find M and B at the same time. So we're gonna have to use something else. And we have a bunch of practice of this on a different worksheet. We're gonna have to find the slope. If you remember, the slope equation is y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. You have to remember that for the test. I will not be telling you on the test. So you need to know this, okay? Start, box it, whatever you need to do. So we're going to use this formula to find M. So we're going to use this formula to find M. So let's start it off. Remember, when we're finding slope, we got to label our points. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Not very clear. X2, Y2. So we're going to plug it into the equation over here. So Y1, which is 2, minus Y2, which is 5, over X1, which is 3, minus X2, which is 4.
Wait, you want us to like find y equals mx plus b situation?
Yeah, so that's the overall end goal. But before we can find that, we need to find M.
Slope
and
and
B.
stuff. Yeah.
Shove it? Yeah,
We have to find slope.
yeah, we got to find slope. So this is the process of finding slope. So 2 minus 5 is -3, and 3 minus 4 is -1. Double negative cancels out, 3 over 1. And that's just a whole number 3. So 3 turns out to be my m. Now that we found the m, it turns into the question we just did before. We have a m, we have a xy, we can solve for b.
Wait, I thought it's y2 minus y1.
It doesn't matter if you put y1 or y2 first, as long as you match. So if y1's on top, x2 or x1 has to be on bottom of it. So it just has to match whether it's y1 or y2.
No, that's not. Wait, what?
What's up?
I thought we have to, like, we'd have to do 5 minus 2.
So just to point, so I know what you're trying to say. This equation and this equation, they're the same thing. It's just different ways to write the same equation. I don't care which one of the two you remember, but this is how you just need to know. If y2's here, x2 should be here. If y1 here, x1 should be here. You see how they match vertically? That's the important
Yeah,
part.
but like, will I like?
You will not get it wrong because you would get 5 minus 2, which is 3, and then 4 minus 3, which is 1. 3 over 1 is still a positive 3. You will still get the right answer.
Why would I still get positive? No, I see why I would still get positive 3 because like you divide, but like in that case, it's 3 down and 1 left.
Yeah, but what's the reverse of 3 down and 1 left?
No, yeah, but like, you know, when we're not able to graph it because it'll fall off the graph.
Uh-huh.
So like, what if that happens?
Then you have to go the
one
then you have-
slope.
good point. Then you have to go the other direction. So what would the other direction of down and left be?
No, but like I'm talking about the times where like there was a problem. We had a problem with it the other day, and
Mhm.
it was like you could only go one way because you can't do the opposite.
Yeah.
So what about those cases?
So you're saying you can't go one way, right, Sheva?
Like,
So what's the only other option we could go?
no, the opposite. But like if you could only go one way and then you can't do the opposite of that way.
Then couldn't you go the first way? That would mean that both ways don't fit.
No. I mean like if okay, let's say positive 3 over positive 1.
Uh-huh.
You can do that, but there's
Yeah.
no more room on the graph to do -3, -1. Would I get points off if I used the method that gave me -3, -1?
No, you would not get points off. As long as you, because I'm asking you to make the equation, as long as you reduce it to positive 3, you'll get full credit, whatever method you use, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right, so we got our m. Now it goes back to the page before where we have an m and we have a coordinate point. Here's something really important. You have 2 points here. Just use one pair of points and it doesn't matter which one you use. Just use one pair of points and it doesn't matter which one you use. You will still get the same answer. So I'm going to use both to prove that, okay? But on your test slash homework slash whatever, well, on your test, you're only going to do one version. You don't need to do both. So the slope equation, or this is y mx plus b. Someone already gave me the answer. Thank you guys. Oh, you guys are ahead of me. There's only 2 things we need to use. One is the equation out of the 2 boxes. Yeah, one of the 2 boxes is good enough. Doesn't matter if you put x1 or x2 first. So I'm going to plug it in. So I'm plugging in the green one first. 2 equals 3 times 3 plus b. 2 equals 9 plus b, minus 9 on both sides. This gives me b equals -7. If I use the other equation, I will still get the right answer. So I'll do the black equation, or the black point, I'm sorry. So that's 5 equals 3 times 4 plus b. 5 equals 12 plus b, minus 12 minus 12, b equals -7 again. So it doesn't matter which one you use, you'll get the right answer. Only use one point. You don't need to do it twice. And I forgot the final answer is, I gotta put it somewhere over here. Y equals 3 was my slope, x -7. So your final answer is that. Okay. Your exit ticket is going to be this coordinate point right here. You're going to tell me the equation. You're going to tell me the equation. I'll help you set up. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. So number 6 is your exit ticket. I got to actually do it myself because I don't remember. I subtract it. It's okay if the slope and the y-intercept is the same number. Like they end up being the same amount. That's okay. Intent that will happen. As you guys try it out yourselves, I'm going to silently do it on the board. So if you get lost, you can just check it out. Alyssa, no, you got 12 over -3, Alyssa, or maybe you have -12 over 3. Regardless, you need to simplify that fraction. You must have got 1 on the bottom. It should be 12 over 3. So you got to get the slope being -4. Okay, Alyssa?
Isn't it 1 minus 2?
Yeah, it's -2 minus 1. Or 1 minus -2 then,
Oh, okay.
which would be 1 plus 2, right? Nahem, that's okay. So that's part of your work, Nahem. So you got to reduce that fraction, 12 over -3, okay? Sheva, great job, Sheva. If you want to go, that's fine. You're free to go.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Good, Nahem. Keep going. I want that final answer, Nahem. I want that final answer. That is the slope. What's next? Alyssa, Ella, both of you good. Haley, 12 divided by 3 should be 4. So your slope should be -4, Haley. Then from there, fix up all your work, okay? So your slope was a little
Okay.
wrong. Okay. Nahem, did you plug it in correctly or did you subtract on both sides correctly / add? Your B is off, Nahem. But Ella and Alyssa, you're good to go if you want to leave. Carmela, -2 minus 1 should be -3. So your slope is off. And because your slope is off, your B is off. So fix your slope. And then you should be able to fix everything else. Nahem, good job, man. You're free to go, okay?
Have a great day.
Mm-hmm. Carmela, did you fix your problem? Did you figure out what happened?
Yeah, I redid it.
All right. Have a wonderful day, Carmela.
So,
All right. Haley, you got the right slope, but did you plug it in correctly? Which one did you plug in, the first point or the second point?
The first one.
All right. It's -4 times -2, so that should be a +8.
Wait, why are you multiplying the 2? Like -4 times 2.
-4 is the slope, and 2 is the x. So I have to multiply those together.
Could you like write it and set it up so I could see what you're talking about?
It's right here.
Wait.
So mx plus b. 4 was the y. M was the -4.
Oh, I wrote down the problem wrong.
Okay. You got a half for B, Mariah. Mariah, turn on your mic. What did you get for, what was on top and bottom?
What?
You got a
Oh,
half for, go
Because
ahead.
I did divide by 8. Why are you doing subtracting?
In the slope equation, Mariah, look at the slope equation. It's
Yeah.
y, oh, I think you got confused by the green circles. Oh no, that's not what I want to delete it. The green circle is supposed to illustrate something. Yeah, get away.
I can use either one of those circles, right? I mean, either one of those equations.
No. You're doing one of the black boxes. The circles are supposed to represent.
Yeah. I did the first one.
Okay, so did you set it up as this, Mariah?
Yes.
Yeah, I have 4 plus 8.
Which is?
You're right. Okay, that's the same thing as plus, right?
Yeah, which is 12 over -3.
Okay, what is 12 divided by -3?
4, -4.
Okay, so you got that. Now, which point did you plug in for x and y? The first one or the second one?
Which point did I plug in for negative? I wrote 4 equals -4 times -2 plus b.
Okay, so -4 times -2 is what?
Positive 4 times 2 is 8, positive 8.
8. Now, remember, I know what you did. You divided. Here,
Yeah,
Haley,
but why was I not dividing?
because look at the equation. Haley, you're free to go. 4 equals
All right,
8
thank you. Have a good
plus
day.
b. You too. Now, it's plus b, so we got to do the opposite of plus b. What's the opposite of plusing to b?
Minus.
Yeah, so we're gonna minus 8 on both sides.
So then I just have -4 equals b.
Yeah.
Wait, so then how do I know what my final answer is?
Oh, so you have B, you have M. The instruction says write this in slope intercept form. So you just got to write it as y equals blank x plus blank. So M being the first blank and B being the second blank. So you can see color coded. I plugged them in. Funny enough, in this question, they were both the same number.
Mr. Togo, I'm going to literally fail.
Say that again. You mumbled that last piece. Give me a second.
I'm